Hello, I hope you're okay. Today I've got a few new bits in, so I'm just going to start doing my makeup and do a bit of a first impressions of some new spring arrivals. So I'm going to start with the Victoria Beckham Priming Moisturiser. I used this on my mum this morning and it's really lovely because it gives you all of the moisture and hydration that you would want under your makeup, but it just gives you a bit of glow as well. It's quite a rich consistency. You can see here it leaves quite a balmy finish on the skin, but my skin has been so horrifically dry this week. I'll show you actually this lovely Roche Posay moisturiser I've switched to really help it out, and I've noticed it's really come down a lot in the last couple of days from using that. But anyway, I need something a little bit richer to give me a bit of a glow. One thing I will say though is that my redness is a lot less prominent than usual, so you know, I'll take the dryness, to be honest with you. Okay, now I'm going to go in with some CC cream in the shade medium all over. I'm using the illuminating version today to just give my skin a bit of a glow. I've got this gorgeous Bobbi palette in my hands that I'll show you in a second, and there are a variety of different colours in here. Well, let me just show you now. Loads of different colours, some matte, some shimmer. So I've just picked out a lovely rose gold and a kind of shimmering champagne colour. And I'm going to do quite a simple eye, so I'm going to really play up a nice glowy skin. And then I'm literally just going to the high street today to get a few bits, so they'll wonder who is coming along in all this makeup, because usually when I go to the high street I haven't so much as ran a brush through my hair. Okay. Now, as usual, I have gone a bit warmer than my complexion. So if you're looking at me wondering why I've gone deeper, I have done that on purpose. Got a little bit of tan on my neck and the rest of my body. So I'm just matching up. And I just find that on me personally, the slightly warmer finish is a bit more flattering. Now I'm just looking in the mirror behind me to check that I've got every nook and cranny, and I'd say I have. Okay, lovely. Now, I'm just going to put a tiny bit of powder, not loads, but a little bit of setting powder all over to just seal that in place. I'd usually only put it in certain areas, but I want to put some bronzer on as well. So the good thing about using a little bit of powder is it will set your creams, and then when you go in with your bronzer, it's not going to clump or cling to any more creamy areas. So I'm doing all of this on the same large fluffy brush. Take a little bit down the nose. I always go around the hairline, down the nose, into those cheeks, just anywhere where the sun would naturally hit, to just give my face a little bit of texture, because the CC cream is so full coverage that you don't want to lose the dimension and the kind of points of high and low that'll give your skin a bit of glow. So now that I've done all of that, I'm going to really powder this eye area and get it nice and silky before I go in with any eyeshadows. And it's funny, the reason I'm doing this, I had a lady message me last night saying I'm using primer, but my eyeshadow is going really clumpy. And I was saying, do you know what? All I do, I haven't used an eye primer today, but all I would usually do is set the primer with some powder before I go in with my other colours. While I'm telling you this story, I'm just going to go in with that dusky pink, by the way. And then I find that if you set your primer, the rest won't clump or anything. And I thought it's tips like that if you outright ask me the question, I'm full of them, but I probably never remember to say them as I'm doing my makeup. I'm looking in the garden, sorry. The little cat in the garden, I constantly call her, try and get her to come in and see me, open the window, open the back door, have chats with her. And she is really affectionate, but like half the time you would get blanked. And then it's as if she knows. The minute she sees this camera, she starts parading around the window. Like, heaven forbid, she doesn't have my absolute undivided attention for the 10 minutes it's going to take me to film this. She's so funny. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's up to the window in a minute. I'll be well able for her if she is. Okay. So, nice dusky pink. I'm just taking that through the sockets for now. I'm right by the window, so the natural light is on this side of me, which means I'm finding it a little bit more difficult to see this side, so I might just go into this compact. I should have told you, this is the Nude Drama 2 Nude palette from Bobbi. And what I love about it is the size of that is also the size of the mirror. I can't quite show you because I'm terrified you're going to see how messy the room is on that side. But it's so nice having such a big mirror if you are someone that's going to, you know, put your makeup on out and about like I would be. It's just handy to have the extra room, isn't it? So I'm using that shade all over the lids as well. I'm going to take a little bit under this eye. Keep it nice and smudgy. And then because that's such a soft wash, I'm going to start to add a little bit of definition and shape to this now. So first of all, while I'm relatively simple on the eyes, I'm just going to go in with the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pen. This is Black Noir, a jet black liner. I love these Pixi liners if you're ever looking for a liner, because you can see here, it's so jet black and it just glides on. A couple of big blinks. We'll press that to the upper lash line as well, but I'm going to do it separately. There's nothing worse than a scratchy eyeliner. And you can see there, that just glides on. I've got to be a little bit careful because I wear contact lenses, and half the time it'll press onto your lenses, any kind of liner, if you don't do them really carefully. But no, we've done quite well there. Got a little bit on my hands, just going to wipe some of that off. I always have, by the way, a little tissue or something in my lap, so if you wonder where all the excess goes, I'm always doing my hands as I go along. Okay, now I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush and I'm going to go in with maybe this nice bronzy shimmer, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this along this lash line. I might take that a little bit further up the lid. Nice bronzy smudgy. And then I'm going to take that softer champagne colour that's in that same shimmery texture. I'm just going to wash the excess off. Take the shimmery champagne in the inner corners of the eyes. There we go. And then a little bit of this smudgy brown underneath to just smoke everything out a little bit. Now, I'm liking how this is coming together, but I want to deepen the socket because that's feeling a little bit too soft in comparison to the rest of the makeup. So I'm just going to take a nice soft brown on a Real Techniques buffing brush. And give this a little bit more smudge and depth. There we go. Now, that looks a bit smudgy in the lighting, but it actually looks lovely from what I can see here. I don't know whether it's just where I am today. My new little IGTV setup. I'm at home in Birmingham, by the way. That's why I'm in a different place. But anyway, I think we can work with that. I'll carry on. So now, I'm going in with the Roche Posay Mascara. I didn't know they did one. But because they're such a great brand for allergies and people with sensitivities, this mascara is meant to be brilliant if you do have sensitive eyes. Now, it's a really bright day today, so that would usually be the kind of territory that would make my eyes stream. I mean, my eyes do stream at the best of times, but especially if it's extra sunny. So I'm going to wear this when I walk up now to the high street, and I will let you know how it works and feels. But I just think if you are someone with sensitive skin, it's sometimes things like that that you don't even think that, yes, it does affect your eyes as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this will work. Nice big brush as well. I don't feel like I've had to compromise on how my lashes have come out, so that's a bonus. I'm going to use a little bit of the Blink Brow Bar Brow Build Gel. This is a tinted gel with little fibres in it, so it'll just give me a really lovely fullness to the brows. That looks lovely actually. That's the first time I'm using that as well. Nice colour match for me. I'll have a little look at what the shade is in a moment, and I'm just going to brush those hairs up to make them look really full. That was the shade Chai. Now I'm going to use Inc.Redible Be My First Kiss Bounce Blush. I used this on my mum this morning and it looked so lovely on her. I was like, I can't wait to use this. So the same lady that made Nails Inc. has made this brand, and this cream blush, I'm just going to really gently press it onto my cheeks. Has a really lovely velvety texture. But if I've been looking at my mum all morning, and when it catches the light, it just has the softest glow. Now this colour is more of a peach than a pink. So if you like me and you've got a lot of redness and you want to detract from that, but equally you want a bit of colour to your cheeks, like that is just enough, I think, to give me a bit of something that isn't too much. Okay, I've got 1 minute left. I'm going to use the tiniest little bit of the MAC Lustre Drops as a little highlight along the cheekbones. I don't know if you can currently get these. I will have a look. But sometimes MAC bring them in limited collections. That's when I got these. They're very old and they just, used alone or with your makeup, give you the most amazing glow. Okay, I've got a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to go in with this Estée Lauder Coral lipstick. It's Estée Lauder's granddaughter that has made this collection, Danielle Lauder, and the lipstick is a lovely coral as well. Okay, all done. I hope you enjoyed, and I will speak to you soon.